up, world? It's the weekly episodic podcast that says what's right because it's right. Bringing to you and discussing the week's hottest topics in the form of current events, entertainment, movies, music, and sometimes sports.
Sometimes.
I'm Cassie De Niro,
De Niro, word is born.
Cassie De Niro, my zero be adding on.
on.
Been like that, gon' stay like that. And I'm with my cousin, you know, the co-host with the mostest. He's the invisible man today. You dig what I'm saying?
So is his name Clip?
No, it's Milk.
No, but is it Clip though?
It's Clip.
So y'all have to see him in last week's clips because y'all won't see none of these clips this week.
Put him on the back of the milk carton, Donnie. Cause we need to know where he at and what he is doing. But you know what it is. You know what he always say. I ain't gotta beg nobody to make no money. And you know what? It's still true. With him here, not here, on the back of the milk carton, however it go. We ain't gotta beg nobody to make no money. Cause you know my cousin, if he mean it, he say it. If he say it, he
motherfucking mean
it. But he ain't saying nothing today.
Shout out to Logan.
Crickets. All right, so check this out. We gonna keep this thing on moving. And if you are a flirter,
Flat Earther.
that's a flat earther, a flirter. If you are a flirter, ladies and gentlemen, then you wanna holler at my next co-host. You understand like that? And this right here where we broadcasting live is at his spit off, brought to you by Skip Riddoff. You feel what I'm saying? If you got a lot of money and there's a zombie apocalypse, as I like to say, or worldwide catastrophe or something like that, and you just got to run for cover,
TWD.
and you got the TWD.
TWD.
Explain to the people what that is.
The Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead. If you got one of those, a zombie apocalypse or something like that going on, right? You know you gotta have a bunker. And because we got a little bit of money or whatever, we got ourselves a bunker. It's provided to you by Skip Riddoff. You feel what I'm saying? So we are broadcasting live from the bunker.
Bitch.
From the bunker.
Bitch.
From the bunker.
Bitch.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, he might got bit by a zombie or something. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't make it to the bunker. I told him to be here at 8, but you know what I said. So y'all want to holler at my next co-host, and you know he's the man, the myth, the legend, Skip Rock, a.k.a. Godsburg. Talk to your people.
What up, world?
Man, you in this Russell Simmons, you know, thank you for coming out. God bless, good night thing. Or whatever, man. Can you hit him with a little something, little? You're one of the most intelligent people. Yeah.
What up, world?
And there you have it, folks. There you have it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing changed but the number on the range. You know what I'm saying? That's how we get it down right here, broadcasting live from the bunker. And we have our next co-host. Oh, no, we don't.
Man.
He's on the back of a milk carton 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row. Hey, if the milk...
So is his name Pablo? We call him Pablo, right?
Pablo, no.
No. So it's Pablo.
It's Pablo.
So he missed last show and this show?
Pablo missed last show and this show. Oh boy, that's a bar, you feel what I'm saying? We put you on the back of the milk carton. You know what it is? It's gonna be two of y'all side by side on the milk carton. Y'all see our boys, y'all tell them that we need, you know what I'm saying? I feel like IQ right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When he said, drop, niggas, now I'm making all the dough. Drop, now I'm making all the dough. You feel what I'm saying? Hit him with the Ice Cube. You feel what I'm saying? Like that. So y'all let our partners know, Pablo, Ridge, and Clip, you feel what I'm saying? Y'all let them know we need them. We love them. We miss them. We gonna keep this thing rocking like only we can. We got the boys in the building. You feel what I'm saying? We got the boys in the building. You feel what I'm saying? We got the boys in the building. So I need all of y'all out there in podcast land is to buckle up,
Strap in,
cause the South got something to say.
You heard?
like a little white girl from Poltergeist. And I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. You put my number out there. You put my number out there on the thing. Yeah. I got everybody dialing my line, talking about, what's up? Can we buy pre-tickets? To the show. I said, nah, man. You just better get there early or buy you a section. You feel what I'm saying?
So
that's Monday.
But it's
April 14th.
April 14th.
That's right.
So that's Monday,
April the 14th.
2712.
2712.
Sesame Boulevard. Club Cliff. Oh. Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? Don't meet us there. Beat us there. You understand? And like I said, if y'all want them sections going fast, you know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to keep people out of heaven. We got the lowest cost section with a full bottle in the building. And Club Cliff, shout out to Joey, shout out to your man. You feel what I'm saying? Droopy, shout out to them. You feel what I'm saying? They got the best food and the drinks be flowing. And the atmosphere is atmospheric.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I really do like to salute you boys, man. You know
hey,
what
we
I'm saying?
salute y'all.
I've been knowing Droopy a long time, man.
Shout out to Droopy, shout out to Joey. You know what I'm saying? We gonna keep this thing rocking. Man, like we said before, we inviting all of Duval out. Jacksonville, y'all stood up for us last month. We know y'all gonna stand up for. Bro, I already sold 7 sections. There's only 3 sections left. You feel what I'm saying? So hit my line. I ain't gonna tell you what it is.
He said I, but he meant we, y'all. Yeah, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal.
No, it's definitely a big deal. It's definitely a big deal.
I want to say that.
But you know, I be on my Snoop Dogg. He is I and I am him. Slim with the deal, what's up? The South got something to say. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you know we rocking like that. Yeah. So we appreciate y'all. Remember, when is it? Monday. April 14th. 2712. Sesame Boulevard. Club Cliff. Live taping of the biggest, baddest, hottest podcast on the planet. The city. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gonna see it. Shout out to all of the regulars that come through. Get there early. Get your spot. Cause I'm not letting everybody in. There could be a line around the corner. I'm not letting everybody in because I like the vibe. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want it wall to wall or nothing like that. I want people to be able to do what they did last time, and this time gonna be a little different. Yeah. We're gonna give away prizes and surprises. You understand?
So what you're telling me is that if you come in, you're gonna get a raffle ticket.
Yeah, absolutely. You got it right.
And you're gonna spin a wheel. Your number come out.
Yeah.
You win the prize on the wheel.
Man, you win not to win the prize on the wheel. We're gonna have select prizes that we're gonna give out or whatever, but you definitely gonna get a prize.
So we X-laying the wheel.
We gonna spin the raffle wheel, right? We gonna pull out the ticket. We gonna call your ticket, and then we gonna have a little special gift.
Y'all heard
you know what I'm saying?
Man.
Now, also we got trivia. We trying to wait, man. We just had so much fun. We just talked about it. We just said, how can we give back? How can we make it more exciting? So we got trivia questions, right? And I'm gonna give y'all one of the trivia questions. And I know I ain't even told you about it, but I know you gonna know the answer. And it's gonna be the same. So if you watch the show, you getting a heads up. So I'm gonna spin the wheel, right? Or you gonna spin the wheel. Yeah. We gonna pull out the thing, and it's hey, whoever has ticket 07658, would you who that is? Who that is? Who got 076? Me. Right, you know, so we say, okay, you have a trivia question we have to ask you. And the trivia question it's a cultural trivia question that many of our viewers and podcast supporters should know, right? So you won the ticket, right? Me, I won the ticket. All right, Skip Rock the Fall, right? I have a question. All right, in the hit TV series, comedy series, Martin, right? When Martin got fed up and wanted everybody to get out the house, what phrase did he use?
Get the stepping.
Do you think? You are correct. You know what? We're going to do something special for you, whoever won that. So that's what's going to be going on. Yeah. So we got prizes and surprises. Yeah, no, so like I always got to say, don't meet us there.
Beat us there.
Yeah. So we're going to switch gears. We're going to jump right into it. And I'm going to tell you the thing that just been on my mind as of late. Because you and I.
Yes, sir.
Skid Rock and Cassius De Niro. And everything that we do at that club is a Skid Rock and Cassie De Niro production. Wait till y'all see what we do in the summertime for them. Pool parties, all of that kind of good stuff. It's going down. We bringing it to the city. We bringing superstars to the city. We gonna blow it up. I just get too excited. But let's go back to what I was talking about, because you and I talked about it. And it's Charleston White, man. It's Charleston White and some media visuals and proof and receipts has come out about him snitching on his 3 homeboys from the stand. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? Like that. So where I was kind of like up in the air, you feel what I'm saying? About sometimes I like him, sometimes I don't like him, sometimes because he's a very intelligent brother. You feel what I'm saying? Like that. But you have no morals and you have no character. You understand? Because you can't even stand up and apologize for what you did on that stand to your partners. And the receipts are right there. And you want me to show it to you?
No,
I can show it to you.
I don't really need to see it. The thing about it with me is, if you paid me attention, I was on the same band when but like a month ago, I just straight X-nayed him out my life.
Okay, and what for? Why?
Because the factuals is that you're getting rich off destroying black men and women. And I think what made me come to that conclusion was the Angel Reese conversation, because you call this girl a hoe. You say she wants to be a hoe. She'd rather be a hoe than play basketball. That's destructive for our people. For our people. And you're doing these things and like trying to make money off it. So I hate your fucking guts. And I hate it too. Yeah. If he hate it, I hate it. And I'm gonna tell you like this, I was gonna come to my own conclusion. I don't like that. I don't like the destruction and tearing down of your own people, man. You feel what I'm saying? For $1. You feel what I'm saying? For fame. You feel what I'm saying? For profit, for recognition. You feel what I'm saying? You might as well be the devil. You might as well, because that's definitely who you amplifying and who you working for. And I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Shout out to $1 million worth of game. Shout out to Gilly. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Wallow. I fuss with that boy Gilly, man. I fuss with dog. And Wallow, man, salute to Wallow. You know, Wallow did, and don't let me butcher it, Wallow did like 17, 18 years in prison. Okay. You feel what I'm saying? Like that. And came out and tried to build up our community. It was Wallow and the $1 Million Game that tried to talk to Little Dirt, you know, saying Little Dirt before, when they was on $1 Million worth of game, and letting them know how this thing can play out for you if you don't really recognize and realize the opportunity and the change that you've been awarded in life. And y'all call Chief Keef a buster. Who? That's what the people in the industry said. That's what, the street dudes called Chief Keef a buster. But Chief Keef was the first drill dude that really got recognition from Chicago. For sure. And he up and moved to Calabasas or California, wherever he moved, somewhere in California, and they called him a buster for leaving the hood. But look what happens when you deal with this type of. Look what happens when you deal with this type of. You can't. It's almost like church. The Lord said you can't straddle the fence. Boy, you can't straddle the fence. Yeah. Hey, and same thing with Nipsey Hussle. Stayed in the hood. Yeah, man. And look what happened to a powerful young man. You feel what I'm saying? Like life was taken away from him. You feel what I'm saying? Because you have a shout out. You have a crab pop mentality. Yeah. When you in the hood. You feel what I'm saying? When you grow up, because they don't ever like to see if you try to pull one out, they try to pull you back in. Yeah, no, you know what I'm saying? Like that. Even, you know what I'm saying? Even in the immortal words of Al Pacino in The Godfather, every time I try to get out, they pull me back in. Yeah, right? No. And that's real. So you have to leave and flee. You feel what I'm saying? For your own what the thing is when you self-preservation. Yeah. For your own self-preservation, you have to leave and flee sometimes. And ain't nothing wrong with that. You feel what I'm saying? Or you probably 9 times out of 10 gonna find yourself in the pen or and I can show you still like in the graveyard. Is leaving the hood is cool, because I can show you by example.
I have a great example of this. I like to give a shout out to my dude, Rolling Power. Y'all know him as Little Duval.
Shout out Little Duval.
Like he left the city, moved out of the city, you know, became famous. He's not in the hood at all times. That makes sense. But he does once a year have a big bash for the city.
Duval Day.
And it's one of the most important days in the city. And I think he's been doing it 4 to 5 years. And guess what, y'all?
I think longer than that.
The most beautiful thing about Duval Day is never been any violence.
Never been any violence. Everybody come together as a community and just have a good old time.
That's some Nipsey Hussle shit.
You feel what I'm saying? Now that's real
because
talk.
Nigga, we get it in this city.
You know what I'm saying?
And everybody's able to come out on that day and be peaceful.
That's real
Shout
talk.
out to Roll, man.
Now back to what I was saying about Gilly, and he said on Shannon Sharp, Shannon Sharp asked him on Club Shay Shay. He said, "So what's up? How you feel about Charleston White?" He said, "I can't respect nobody who ain't never done nothing or achieved nothing in life but tearing down another brother." That's his claim to fame. That's his achievement. You understand? And the thing about it is, you can only get so much money, my friend. You feel what I'm saying? And money is it grow wings and it flies away from you. You feel what I'm saying? That ain't what you should build your life off of, chasing money and chasing fame without having any moral.
And then y'all have to understand who this guy Charleston White is. He's really a green bean. He's really an educated brother that tried to come out that way with the plaid shirts and the Oxford pants and the shoes. That wasn't working for him. But you have to stay the course.
You have to stay the course.
Yeah, you can't just switch out there because this is a character he's really playing.
Yeah, that's it.
It's really a character.
It's a character he's really playing. But the character is so destructive for our culture. You feel what I'm saying? Like that, you know what I'm saying? Like this, big thumbs down to you, buddy. You feel what I'm saying? We don't rock with you. The South got something to say. Ain't never going. Like, I'm going to tell you like this. You ain't even worth us putting our hands on you. You ain't even worth us doing anything.
Not true. But go ahead. Yeah, I'm slapping that face.
Listen, let me tell you like this. My thing is that the only thing that you are truly worth is us bringing awareness to what you're doing and what you're doing to our people, to your own people. But you started off like that. So it doesn't surprise me that you're doing that now and ending up like that. You understand? Because my thing is that there has been many people that stayed the course. You understand? And kept it real with not bringing others down. You know what I'm saying? And who cares if you look a certain way or act a certain way? It's the fabric and the moral compass that you possess and you walk in life that's going to determine who you are and how you can be trusted.
Yeah, no doubt.
And you can't be trusted.
But let me show you something that me and you know. You talking all this gangster shit, right, Charleston White? You talking all this gangster shit. And then I see a video come out where you got all these different type of guns at your house and you cocking them and you putting the bullets in and you doing all these things. Let me tell you something about a nigga that's been in the street for real. This is rare as fuck that you find a nigga in the streets that's your age that can own a pistol, man. No. These are street people. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So him just having his gun rights, to me, just me, being a street dude, let me know that. Stop it, man. Sit your ass down some more.
Yeah, stop it. Man. You don't stop it. I mean, just man, go pray, go repent, go change your life back around, do whatever you want to do because you're a cornball. You're a cornball. You're a weirdo.
The bad part about this is it's too late.
It's too late.
Because he done made so much money, it's too late.
It's too late.
It's too late.
You mean that he wouldn't turn around?
No. I mean that, like, even if he's destroyed, his character, that character is destroyed, like he can take his money and do whatever now. Like he can open businesses, like he can pave the way for himself. Like that character has made it so he can pave the way for himself without that character.
Yeah.
So, you know.
But the thing about it is whatever it is going to be destructive to our community.
Yeah.
Whatever he does. Yeah. Because since the day he opened up his mouth, he has been destructive.
Because I could you just call Angel Reese a whole? I don't get that. Like
I don't get that either.
I don't get that either.
I'm lost, brother. Like, you should not have no brothers or nothing.
I'm telling you, boy,
if that was my sister,
boy, listen. Cause Angel Reese got paper and she got some power, so I know she got some brothers and some like this or whatever. Man, let me tell you like this, man. You gonna find yourself on the bad end of some business one day. You know what I'm saying? And that you reap what you sow. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? We reap what we sow. You feel what I'm saying? Like that. If you reap destruction gonna come upon you. You know what I'm saying? You live by this destructive tongue. Life and death is in the power of the tongue, and you choose to use it in a deaf way. You understand? Like that. It says use it wisely, choose life. And you ain't doing that, brother. You choosing death. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I don't know what you once was. I don't know if you ever was that. I don't know if you thought that was a way to get you some money and get you some credibility and get you some fame. And when you found out that wasn't working for you, then, you know, the devil started whispering in your ear and said, let me go ahead. And boy, it's modern day genocide. You feel what I'm saying? It's modern day genocide. But I'm going to tell you like this, I ain't wasting another minute of the South got something to say, you know what I'm saying, airwaves on you. You know, we gonna switch gears and get to something else that I think that, y'all probably cousins. Because we talk about the dealer. We talk about the dealer.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Y'all probably cousins. That probably your uncle.
Yeah, man. Got to talk about.
You feel what I'm saying? Like that. We got to talk about the dealer. You feel what I'm saying? Like that. So what's going on in the dealer news? First of all, let me tell you like this. So, shout out to Mace, shout out to Cameron on It Is What It Is. I salute y'all, big podcast brothers. We love y'all. Y'all say what y'all want to say, how y'all want to say it, but it be real. You know what I'm saying? And I want to tell you like this. Mace came out and they did an interview with Mace, and Mace, they said, when you dropping some new music? He said, the album coming out. Yeah. The day Diddy's trial start. Yeah. That's the day he released. Yeah. He gonna release on that day. Yeah. He said May 25th or May 26th. Yeah, whichever one the trial starts. And guess what? Guess what the name of it? Guess what the name? Guess what the name? The name is even. Guess what the name? The title of the album is. Now we even. Now we even. Cause Mace been telling y'all. Gene Deal been telling y'all. Jaguar Wright been telling y'all. You know what I'm saying? And Skip Rock and the team over here been letting y'all know it's a good versus evil thing. Yeah. War is upon us, right? And it's always good versus evil. And whatever's dark gonna come to the light. Yes, and what I'm gonna tell you, Puffy, you had a long run in the dark. Boy, you had a long run in the dark.
But guess what? It's crazy he's saying the dark because it was never in the dark. Like, you've been in the tabloids the whole time about these same things, just like your man R. Kelly. Everybody just chose to turn a blind eye because you was rich. Except for the real people on the earth, like myself, him, you know, like, that money, that don't do that for me when you touching kids. That money don't do that for me when you're hurting women.
Shout out to all the families that has been affected by these horrible alleged acts or whatever, but it can't be so many. Some of them have to be true. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, it's gonna be some out there for the money grab. But let me tell y'all what's going on, okay? So we know the 2006, I believe, infamous Cassie video of him running in the hotel. They say it was provided by CNN. And let me tell y'all something, man. Let me tell y'all something. The law is a business, right? And if you get off, that don't mean you ain't do it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, like that. That just means that because when the law was created, there was so many people that could have been affected by the law, right? Yes, that they put legal loopholes in the law. And that's what good lawyers hula hoop through. Yes, those legal loopholes. You feel what I'm saying? Yes, so my thing is what his lawyers, his high power, well-connected lawyers are doing right now are hula hooping or trying to hula hoop through these legal loopholes. And let me give you an illustration about what's going on and what I mean by that. A hula hooping through legal loopholes. The Cassie video, they are trying to get it where it's not admissible as an exhibit in court, saying that CNN or somebody before it got to them doctored it.
And you could tell that it was doctored by the speed of the tape. Because when you record something, you don't record it at high speed. You feel what I'm saying? Like that. It's recorded in how we moving right now on the thing. But if we, you know how you fast forward your thing and it goes like that, or what, that's doctoring. You feel what I'm saying? So anything that is doctored is not admissible in court. And yes, the whole world has seen it, right? But is it admissible? And if it is thrown out, then that is a major victory and in a step, because that video was the main piece of evidence why he has no bond. So if that is thrown out, then I'll say 60-70% he may get a bond because that is thrown out. But that's what lawyers are supposed to do. CNN stands by that they didn't doctor anything.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? But it clearly was doctored. And let me tell you, the judge is saying, if y'all could just find a way to slow it down to its original version, I'll let it in. But if that can't happen, you understand? And that seems easy enough, but I don't know the technical side of what it has to be stamped and all that.
What I'm trying to say here is that,
because if they slow it down, it's doctored again. You feel what I'm saying? Go ahead.
But at the end of the day, like, what are y'all saying? What are y'all calling doctoring? Just the speed of the tape?
Well,
because you got to think, he beat this lady ass. That part ain't doctored.
Okay. The thing about it is that nothing that, because you don't know what was taken out, you don't know what was put in.
Who gives a fuck?
I understand. I'm talking about from a legal standpoint.
I understand what you're saying.
From a legal standpoint,
from a moral standpoint, who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
You kicked the lady twice.
Yeah.
All this, man, fuck out of here.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you like this: he absolutely loses in the court of public opinion. But when you talk about the law and what can be provided as evidence, it cannot, like a picture can't be doctored. Like AI is so crazy, they can make you go upstairs and go kill somebody, but once they look at it, they say, oh, this was doctored. You feel what I'm saying? They have somebody over there getting killed. They have you walking this way. They can put the things together and make it look like
none of that was that tape.
You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is that his lawyers are doing what they're paid to do, hula hooping through these legal loopholes, and that what is going down with the Diddy thing going on right now.
Let's just shout out to good lawyers. Let's just shout out to good lawyers. Now, we just talked about Diddy. Another hand here. I want to talk about this Papoose Remy Ma. What you think about that? How you feeling about that? Like, yesterday I was hearing that.
You gotta elaborate on it a little
Yesterday
bit.
I was hearing that he was trying to get a divorce from the lady. She bucking it. She won't give him a divorce. Like, what's going on with her? Why would she do that? Like, that's weird to me, because you the one, disrespected and wanted to do your thing or however. That's how the tabloids put it out there. I don't really know. I'm not in y'all situation, but it was looking like you disrespected. You went on about your business, wanted to do something else. Now the man has found him someone. He's doing his thing, and now you're not filling out the divorce papers or signing the divorce papers for him. I'm trying to understand.
You want me to tell you why I feel about this? Let me tell you like this, man. There's an illustration that I have in my mind that instantly popped up when you said that, right?
Yes, sir.
People always think the grass is greener.
Yes.
And then when they go over there, they find out it's artificial turf.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
There's no watering of the grass.
Yeah.
There's no roots that you could build a solid foundation on.
Got to have
you understand?
roots.
You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Yes,
there's no life there. You feel what I'm saying? So she went out and had a fling, and now she's seeing that she's about to lose something that was really, that man stood by you while you was in prison, came to visit you, took care of your
people
family.
That's not in the streets,
man, come on,
people
man.
that are not street people, overstand the fact that this man stood by you that whole time.
Man.
And I'm talking about these people that ain't never been in the streets, but they overstand that situation, and this man helped.
And let me tell you like this:
Now.
let the roles be reversed, and he had did that to her. That dude would be called every piece of scum on the earth.
And that's not happening for her.
You feel what I'm saying? Like this. My thing is that no, all of that, and I'm not. Let me tell you like this: I'm not talking to the person because I don't know you. But I will judge your actions. Your actions are despicable. They're horrible. They're not honorable. It's nothing about it. And the thing about it is that this man is exercising his right to go out there and be happy.
And did I hear this correctly that the dude that she did go leave with, whatever his name is, I don't know his name.
Easy the block captain.
Okay, him. He came out and found him some other chicks and on her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Damn.
Because this wasn't this was a fling. This wasn't nothing of substance.
In the immortal words of Chris Brown, look at you now.
Look at you now.
Look at you now.
Look at you now.
Oh,
look at
I'm
you
getting
now.
paper.
I'm getting paper.
And his old lady beat you up too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
so stop playing.
Without a dit out. Yeah. You understand like that? But that's how I feel about that situation. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
No,
you feel what I'm saying? Like that. You know, like I'm gonna tell you
it's
like
funny,
this.
that was one of Bugs Bunny's most probably all-time scenes of Bugs getting the gun.
Yeah, Bugs getting the gun.
And now it's like, God
yeah. Because ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. But Papoose got the gun. He run it. And the Black Love, man, you ain't hear about this man jumping from woman to woman to woman to woman to woman, which he could have. Yeah. In this time of breakup, you feel what I'm saying? You didn't hear about that. He went to go out there and find something that he was looking for in you. Yeah. In you. You feel what I'm saying? So regardless of how you feel, imagine how this man feel. And when you have the ability to put yourself in the other person's shoes, that's compassion. You feel what I'm saying? So you empathy. You're not exercising any compassion or any empathy, or you would be a real woman and keep it 1,000 and grant this man what he deserves and what he's asking for in a divorce and let him go.
Because at the end of the day, you played for real. Like you really played. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's you don't overstand men. For you to do that, you came out of prison on the same thing you went in prison on. Because as a child, that's what it was for you. And you came out with that same thought process. Because a real woman know when she makes this move, most men, it's over.
It's over.
Because it's public.
It's over.
Sometimes behind people's back, nobody don't know, maybe. But publicly, most men, they're not going.
No. When it happened to me, I couldn't get over it.
Myself,
when it happened to me, I'm out. No. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I'm saying there are men that, see, like you said,
I tried.
Okay.
But I couldn't. At the end of the day, I couldn't get over it. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Because there was not. I don't want to get into all of that. You feel what I'm saying?
And I don't even know whether it's the word, but men are egotistical creatures. So you have really crushed my ego when you did this to me. It wasn't about nothing else. It ain't really about nothing but, do you know who the fuck I am, lady? For dudes that think like I think. You cheat on, do you know, what? Me? Man, and it wasn't Kobe Bryant. What? It wasn't Michael Jordan. It wasn't nobody with that. It's just somebody from around here.
Honestly, I couldn't care if it was them. No. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm going to tell you like this. The moral compass and the way that we run our lives, you feel what I'm saying? It's so top tier. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Like that. That just because your financial status is greater don't mean you're greater.
Yes, sir.
You feel what I'm saying? Like that at all. Period. Yes. You feel what I'm saying? Like that. So
I tell you right all the time about Jay-Z. This is why y'all call him the number one rapper, because he a billionaire. But that nigga, the number one what? Get your ass out.
Yeah, man. Anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like that, because we came up under people. But I digress on that situation. I do want to say, as far as women, man, you can make mistakes, but you're a real woman and a man when you own up to your mistakes and you let the people know. If it came out in public, then you let them know in public. Yeah. If it's in private, you can keep it in private. You understand? But if I wronged you in public, then I owe you apology in public. You understand? And until you get to that, then you really don't have the character. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. That you need. And in this time, you need to understand what you did and how what you did affected
others. And she also needs to know that, remember, that you messed up your persona with men. Like, we had this persona of you that you was a ride or die.
Yes.
That's what we felt.
Yes,
time and all
like
that. Ooh, that's a
thorough
ride or
from
die.
all five barrels.
You
know
fucked
what
us
I'm
up with that.
saying?
You fucked us up with that one.
Like this, and I
you fucked us up with
understand. I understand.
I understand
why
Clip talk like he talk.
You know what I'm saying?
When that shit like that happen, I understand why Clip says the things he say. I feel different. You know, I don't feel like all women are like that, but you, that y'all, that hurt me.
I mean, my thing is that the only way back is to retract. You understand? So, you know what I'm saying? I would like to see Remy Ma, grant Papoose what he deserves or what he says that he wants without any kind of fight. You feel what I'm saying? Like this. I'm going to tell you like this, man. One of the thoroughest things for me when it happened with me, mine was thorough because she could have got this, she could have got that. She said, no, I messed this up. I'm walking away with nothing.
That's beautiful.
You feel what I'm saying? Like that. You know what I'm saying? You can have this, you can have that. And to be honest with you, yeah, it didn't at that time repair my heart. But I do respect you because you were trying to keep me whole and not break me down even further. That's a real one. Because shout out to you, you know who you are, whatever, you feel what I'm saying, like that. And I salute an action like that. Because anybody can make a mistake. It's after mistake. Like in business, I'm taught, ain't no business is gonna go without having some kind of where the customer feel like you disrespected them or you hurted them or you cheated them. But after that comes to the forefront, it's what you do as a business. Hey, man, to try to make that thing right. You feel what I'm saying? Because nothing matters from this side. Yeah. Because you're the one that this thing got brought to. Yes, you know what I'm saying? Yes, so it's on my job as the business. It's on my job as the one who inflicted this pain to try to make it right. And it may take 10 years to make it right. It may take 5 years for it like this because in my case, we solid as a rock. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Like this, she living a great life. I'm living a great life. You know what I'm saying? We're friends. Everything good. Yeah. But it's how she exited. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? That make me salute her. You feel what I'm saying? Because my mama can make the same mistake. Yeah. My sister can make the same mistake. My daughters can make the same mistake. But if I'm in their ear, I'm going to let them know, hey, you was wrong. Now you need to handle this stuff like a real woman now. You feel what I'm saying? You can't take back what happened. Yeah, no, you feel what I'm saying? Like that. All we can do is move forward with a better character. You know what I'm saying? So that's a public service announcement and a shout out. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Is that all you wanted to say?
Yeah. I just we in entertainment right now, and I feel like that was entertaining. I feel like the people should hear
Okay. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. We still in entertainment because I like
we're gonna stay here for a minute. Go ahead,
I like to watch shows. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? You know me, boom, I got a 7-bedroom house. I got a big TV in every room. You feel what I'm saying? Which I'm the only one that there's no need for me to have all of that. There's no need for that. You feel what I'm saying? Like that. That's excessive. You know what I'm saying? Because I stay in one room. Note to self. You feel what I'm saying? Get rid of all that other stuff that don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Because it's all fleeting. Yeah. It ain't for nothing or whatever, right? But I love watching shows. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? In my downtime, I was talking to Donnie. Shout out to A&G. You know what I'm saying? That's correct, right? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to A&G. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to Donnie on the way over here, and I was just like, man, I love documentaries. You saw me watching, a little documentary on this thing, and I got to talk to you about it. You got to see it. It's beautiful. But there's a show. Last week, I said Paradise on Apple Music. I apologize. I'm a fan of the show, so I watched the show. And I see where I messed up at. I see where I can do better, what I can retract and everything like that. But it comes with, I appreciate all of y'all liking, subscribing, and commenting on the shows. You feel what I'm saying? We really appreciate that.
Y'all so
we
much,
salute
man.
y'all. We love y'all. What up, world?
What up?
You know what I'm saying? That's all we can say. But on Apple TV.
That's just speaking into existence when I say that, y'all. One day we're gonna be talking to the world for real, so that's why.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. All it is. You feel what I'm saying? Like this. You know what I'm saying? Like I speak into existence for us to have 5 million subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Like Vlad got it. Why we can't get it? You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of hard work and time and effort and energy. You know what I'm saying? They say, man. There was this superstar, right? They say, man. it seemed like you made it overnight. Like you were an overnight success. You know what his reply was?
What?
Must have been the longest night of my life. Because that's the reality of the situation.
Yes, sir.
You dig what I'm saying? So I want to say, so Paradise is on Apple TV. You know what I'm saying? Now there's another thing on Apple TV. It only got the first 2 episodes out, right? Paramount Picture got some stuff coming out, but I'm on Apple TV right now. Shout out to y'all or whatever. Y'all need to try to come and give us some endorsements or whatever. One day I know you will or whatever, right? Speak that into existence too. But it's called Dope Thief. Dope Thief. And I so apologize. Y'all go look because, so there's a black guy and I think a Colombian guy or, somebody of that ethnicity, whatever it is. Ethnicity. Okay. All right. So, could be Colombian, could be Cuban, could be Spanish, could be Puerto Rican, like that or whatever, Dominican. Could be but he played Pablo Escobar. You feel what I'm saying? On one of those shows, it might have been Narcos or something like that or whatever. Great actor. And then there's his co-star is a black guy, and he played. Have you ever seen Atlanta?
Nah, I ain't never.
You ain't never seen Atlanta?
I ain't no series dude.
Okay. So Atlanta is just a series that came out, won all kind of awards and stuff like that. Yeah. But he played the rapper, but he done played like 100 different roles since then or whatever. And he is just a supreme actor. Next week, tune in. I'll get his name, but it's called Dope Thief, right? And I'm gonna give you the essence of it, right? So all you see is them saying, "Watch them." How you watch them? They in the van, got the federal surveillance systems up and everything like that or whatever. So then you see, okay, he on the porch. They watching a dope house. You feel what I'm saying, like that. And then all you see is them saying, "Yeah, it's time to go." So 2 or 3 of them jump out of the van, and they got the DEA jackets on, and they got, they all masked up. I mean, not masked up, but you got the badges out front or whatever, right? They going around back, they kicking in the door, getting in the door, putting the people down, laying them down on the ground or whatever, right? Man, they find all this dope. They find all of this money. They get all of this dope, all of this money or whatever, right? And you see them walking back to the van, and then they pulling all the stuff off, and they say, "Man, they thought we were really DEA, and they ain't DEA. They just common criminals that think real smart, and that's what they do. They go and rob big time, dope houses and stuff like that or whatever, man. And they build up all of this fortune or whatever, right? And then they go to this way out in the country. Somebody put them out up on this lick, right? And it's a meth lab. You feel what I'm saying? And in the meth lab, they be money. Money, right? You feel what I'm saying? They go in there. Now this one ends out in a shootout. So now he was like, "We was never, but now we're murderers." You feel what I'm saying? He said, "Man," and then the meth lab, some fire get on it because of the shootout, and it looked like it's about to blow. So they make it blow up, but when they stopped looking for the money, they found this big old duffel bag full of money. It probably had like $500,000 in it. You feel what I'm saying? So they up and leave or whatever, right? But they leave their walkie-talkie behind. They were talking to each other on. So one of the kingpins get the walkie-talkie, and they got the other walkie-talkie, and he said, and it's on from there. So the first 2 episodes or whatever, man, go watch it. It's very theatrical, great acting ability, all of that kind of stuff. Great storyline. Dope Thief on Apple TV. That's what I'm on right now. You know what I'm saying, like that.
For y'all that didn't know, Wendy Williams is in some kind of home.
She is.
Where they've been keeping her.
Yeah.
The courts reprimanded her to this place. A$AP Rocky, lawyer, has seen what's going on, and he's taking interest in the case.
Oh, wow.
And he's probably going to take it and try to get her out of there.
Oh wow!
Shout
Because they control her money.
Yes.
She don't even have enough money. She called into the Breakfast Club. She don't even have enough money to buy
Guess
her
who
own
the same
personal
thing
items.
happened to though, and I didn't know that.
Who?
Britney Spears. Oh. Yes, Britney Spears. I saw a documentary on her. She was in this same thing, but she was. Her parents had it on her for 10 years straight.
Yeah,
they was making her do shows and all this stuff because they made her, and she came out with this. That's why she wrote this book. Yeah, because they made her do shows and made her, because if she's not doing nothing, they don't get the money.
Okay.
And if you watch her parents in the documentary, they was greedy parents. They didn't care really much for her. They just cared about the money. So it was
now I'm gonna tell you like this: shame on you.
Yeah.
The whole system, all these caregivers that don't really give care. You understand? And they have a predatory mindset where they prey on the weak. Shame on you and the whole system. The whole New York system, they talked about that it need to be overturned, dismantled, and rebuilt.
What blows me, y'all love making rules to take people money and like making it legal to take people money.
Like it's yours.
Let me tell y'all something. Let me say something to the world right now. When you pay bills, they charge you now to pay bills. So let's just say most people anyway. Let's just say when you go to pay your phone bill, they're gonna charge you $3 or something, some kind of processing fee, whatever they call it. But imagine them getting that $3 from all the people they getting that's associated with this company before they even get the money for the bill. Wow, that's $1 billion industry itself.
What?
Y'all have y'all have something set up like y'all, and this is a black people. Y'all listen because this is very important. Y'all have something set up where if I go to get a house, right, I have to pay an application fee.
Yeah.
Which is $125.
Yeah.
And in this application fee, you could deny me without telling me why. So, for the first year of me having my house that I just bought and fixed up, I just do all application fees. I give another house with the application fees, and I ain't even rented this one out yet. So the next year I rent this one out, and I start over with another house with the application fees. This thing is real out here, man. Y'all gotta watch out what's going on.
It's rigged. It's a rigged game. And I'm gonna tell you like this:
a barber, a tattoo artist, a driver. All of us know how to do these things. Why do we have to renew? Why do we have to keep getting licensed every year? Because y'all want something off everything. Y'all want something off everything. Well, my license for the first time should be good. I get a house, I buy it, cash money. I still got to pay you every year. What it's called? Property taxes. Come on.
Now I'm gonna tell you that's why the majority of the things like marijuana was for so long and still in Jacksonville, still in Florida. Sorry to say, because. They didn't have a way to tax it.
Yes, sir.
You feel what I'm saying? If they don't feel like they can make no money off of it, then it's illegal.
Yes, sir.
You understand like that? And the predatory mindset comes from the government first. Mm-hmm. You understand like that? So I want to tell you like this. Just off of that, I want to switch gears because off of what you said, it sparked our next edition. Okay. You feel what I'm saying? Which is the empowerment cultural edition that helps move the culture forward in a financial way, right? So last week, we had a good conversation. You know what I'm saying? I had a couple of calls and stuff, and people were asking me stuff. So I really appreciate that. I hope y'all chime in. I hope y'all getting something out of it or whatever, right? And the thing that I wanted to talk about when it comes to financially moving your home or your household or you as an individual forward financially, right, is understanding good debt and bad debt.
Yes, sir.
You understand? Because all debt is not bad. There's functionable debt that we need to function in this society.
So you need to know what's an asset and what's a liability.
What's an asset and what's a liability? Yes, so if it is an asset, 9 times out of 10, they say that it's good debt. Yes, you understand? Okay. If it's a liability, they say, oh, that could weigh on you, that could be bad. Not in all cases, though. And I think it's almost like how you view things, right? Are you a glass half full type person, or are you a glass half empty type person, right?
Glass half empty type people are stupid to me, but go ahead.
Okay, all right. So you know what I'm saying? Like I'm a glass half full type person.
That's positive.
You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Empty is negative.
And the thing about it is, I love glass half full because that means people have room to pour into me.
Yes, sir.
You feel what I'm saying? Like
And
that.
that's
You
all
know what I'm saying?
positivity.
Like, like that's all
Empty
positive.
is negative.
Empty is negative.
I don't
You feel
understand.
you're losing off the top. You
stupid.
feel what I'm saying?
You stupid.
Like that. And I like the way that you said that.
Yeah.
Now I will tell you like this. Functionable debt, even though it may come in the form of a liability, like a car or whatever, right? It's not always a bad thing.
Because it's purposeful.
It's purposeful. It'll take you to
Yes, sir.
your job.
Yes, sir.
It'll take you to
got you.
Uber Eats to be like this or whatever. It'll take you to get the money to fund your lifestyle.
Yes, sir. Yes,
You feel what I'm saying? Like this. Either that or you catching the bus or you doing like this or whatever. But that's still a form of transportation that you're paying for.
And
you
it's
feel
building,
what I'm saying?
and it's building credit at the same time.
And it's building credit at the same time. Now, there is a certain thing as too much car.
Okay.
And too much house.
Gotcha.
You feel what I'm saying? Where you become car poor and you become house poor. Because your eyes is almost like a kid in a candy store factory. You understand? So you want to be knowledgeable of that. You feel what I'm saying? If the 199 Toyota Corolla will get you to point A to point B, you feel what I'm saying? Then that's what you should get in instead of getting the $1,000. You know what I'm saying? What is it? $1,000 Mercedes Benz. You know what I'm saying? The $1,000 a month Mercedes Benz that's gonna basically keep you in the poorhouse. You understand? And then you, at the end of the day, do you have more month than you do money at the end of the month? You understand? You don't want to have more month. You want to have more money than you have month at the end of it. You understand? So my thing is that you need to understand what good debt is and what bad debt is, and you need to understand what an asset is and what a liability is, and you need to understand what is functionable debt. And you need to go and do an audit of your own life. You know what I'm saying? And write it down on paper. You feel what I'm saying? The word of God says that write the vision down and make it plain. You understand? That is a commandment because they know once we can see it in our eye gate. You understand? Because the only thing that goes down to our soul and our heart is what goes through our ears and through our eyes. You feel what I'm saying? Through our eye gate and ear gate. Then it goes out to our heart, and that what flows the issues of life. Is
For
that
lack
right,
of
John?
knowledge.
Huh?
For lack of knowledge, our people should perish.
For the lack of knowledge, our people
this
should
is
perish.
very- this is
And
very
this is the
good.
thing. We refuse
Refuse.
to have this platform not give out the knowledge that our people need to thrive and survive.
Quick message from Skip Rock here, Godsperm, y'all. Drug dealers make wonderful businessmen.
I mean, you're running a business already.
I'm gonna say this one more time. Young black men, drug dealers make wonderful businessmen. Do something with your life, man. Don't just do that. You know what I'm saying? Change. You
Now,
know,
can I piggyback
try,
off that
try
a
to
little
go
bit?
into another stratosphere and atmosphere with your life because your thought process is already genius. You just don't know it, but it's already genius. I know for sure it is.
And you're absolutely right, and I applaud that. I want to piggyback off that because when you say stuff, it just ignites things in my brain. You know what I'm saying? I want to tell all of the people out there that are entrepreneurs, right? Entrepreneurs out there, and you're working for yourself, and you're building your business, and you're selling what them cups I used to sell and stuff like that.
Your tumblers.
So your tumblers. So I sold like 100 tumblers in the Christmas season, $25 a piece. That's a business. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So entrepreneurs that don't have a taxable weekly or bi-weekly or monthly income, right? You still have to pay yourself. You still have to go to the bank and pay yourself out of your business.
Yes, sir.
And you have a track record because people who are entrepreneurs, when they come in, that doesn't mean that they can't get a car. As long as they have 3 to 6 months worth of bank statements saying, I make this. So if you make $5,000 a month, there should be a track record of deposits that equal out $5,000 a month. Banks will take that and they will give you a loan off of that. But you have to be diligent in your pursuit of excellence. You understand? You have to cross your T's and you have to dot your I's. You understand? It's more even like at my job, they take taxes out. I don't have to worry about that. Somebody else doing it for me. They taking it. And they're taking more than they deserve, but they're taking it, right? My 401k, I'm not building that. The company is building that for me. So it's not my intelligence that's doing that. That's the company's intelligence. We need to exercise that same intelligence in our everyday lives, all right? Mm-hmm. Case in point, Christmas is coming up every year, right? Every year, right? I know that I'm going to spend $3,000 to $4,000 on Christmas. I got a lot of kids, y'all. You feel what I'm saying? Every year. I divide that by 12, and out of my paycheck, it's called a Smart Piggy account. I go and put in whatever that amount is every month. Got you. So when it comes November,
it wasn't a bulk. It ain't had to come in a bulk form. It's just like boom. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's how I've always paid my bills and stuff.
Exactly. That's how I pay. You understand like that? Mathematics. And it's a language that is not defiled. No. You understand like that? So I will tell you this, so look at it. From January to November, I divide it by 11, right? And whatever that is, and then in November 11th, this big thing comes up on my computer, and it's a pig, and it walks across the screen, and it cracks open with all this money, and said, "You have reached your goal." And then I don't have to worry about my kids. I don't have to worry about Christmas. And honestly, I have 5 Smart Piggy accounts because I do it with my vacations. I do it whatever I know is coming up in life. If I have a child that is graduating this year, I know this.
Yeah, you got to hook your brother up with one of them. You got to tell me,
I got you. That's what Smart Piggy, you might want to holler at us too. You feel what I'm saying? Because we got a lot of knowledge, and I hope that you guys have learned something on this empowerment edition, moving the culture forward. And
I can't end this part with different like that because I have to elaborate on the fact or tell because not elaborate because we hadn't even talked about this, but young guys, it's so hard for y'all because it's so different for y'all because all this technology, all these things y'all keep seeing it on Instagram and Facebook and so it's hard to get the $100 Corolla because hey, you look at here, everybody driving this and driving that, and everybody wearing this and wearing that. So like blinders promote focus. You have to put on blinders. Like you ever seen a horse race?
Yeah.
So they wear these things on the side. You know why they wear them? So they don't look off to the side. They keep it's one little. Yeah. It's called tunnel vision. When you're on tunnel vision. So you need that. Yes. You need tunnel vision, and you need not to care about naysayers because eventually for you, life is going to be a better place. It just doesn't seem like that now.
And what you seeing on Facebook and all of that on Instagram is fake anyway. Yes, sir. It's 95% fake anyway. Yes, you understand like that? But man, let me get some of that, man. I like that, man. I like that. You gotta have them blinders on. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So I hope y'all learned something from this edition, the empowerment edition, moving the culture forward. And we're gonna switch gears to some of y'all favorite editions. Some of the most, they always talking about it. Yeah. And we got Dr. Strange Love in the building. What up, world?
How y'all doing, man?
What's up, Dr. Strange?
I'm just chilling, bro.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Did you hear that at the end of the last episode?
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Donnie, man.
What is it?
Listen, y'all, let me tell y'all something. Because we have like the best producer in the fucking city. I don't give a fuck who you is and what your producer name is. We got the best producer in the city.
A&G, baby.
We got to shout him out. Like, that's
it's A&G Productions. Media, A&G Media, baby. A&G Media, Donnie Linville. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to tell you, you better get them now because in a little bit you ain't going to be able to afford them.
Because the thing that you're going to get with Donnie that you're not going to get with anybody else is passion.
Heart, I was going to say heart, and that's what passion is. Passion. Boy, we on the same thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like this. Because that thing on the milk carton, That was Donnie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I loved it. You feel what I'm saying? I can't wait to see next week edition. To see how Clip. You know what, man? We should have Clip in that Jaguar hat. We can do what we want to do. Clip in the Jaguar hat. You feel what I'm saying? Like that. Pablo, I don't care what you do with him. You feel what I'm saying? Like that. You're like 2 weeks in a row. I just don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? But back to Dr. Strangelove. What's the question, Dr. Strangelove? They all want to know.
Y'all want to know?
They want to know.
It ain't now this week, y'all. We just gonna freestyle this week because I ain't really. That wasn't my focus this weekend. I had a lot of things going on. My mother birthday.
Shout out to Mama.
Was March 13th. So
Shout out to Mama.
I really been down and out. So like this show is important. So I come out and do this because I love doing it and I love y'all. But like I ain't really been making no moves because like my mother's birthday. She only been gone 2 years and. I don't know. I just was feeling some type of way, but that's what I want to talk to y'all about. Like that's also relationships. That's also love. Y'all be good to y'all parents, man. Especially if your parents are good to you. Y'all be good to those people, man. Because when they're gone, it is over. Now, what I mean when I say that, yeah, you're gonna have your thoughts and you're gonna have your pictures and all that, but physicalities are what humans thrive off. This is why the gods in Hercules and all these type of books. This is why the gods was jealous of humans because we could touch each other, we could feel each other, we could hug and
love each other.
So they was like, fuck, because they can't do that. They're big in their life. There's no kissing, there's no hugging, so the affection and the touching is what makes life. So to not have that, to not have a kiss from her, to not hold her hand or to not take her out to eat or take her shopping is devastating. And respect and love your people while they're here.
And I'm gonna say this because I totally agree. And this is jumping off to be a very powerful segment because I'm gonna tell you like this: anything that could be a teachable moment, and I believe this is a teachable moment for our podcast viewers out there, and myself and yourself and all, because we learn as we talk and turn to wisdom and everything like that. When you find a significant other or a potential so-called lifelong mate, you see how they treat their mother and their father. You see the respect that they have. If they don't have it, then that might be a huge, or it is a huge red flag that might want to tell you to run away, get away. This is not the one. You understand that you're looking to spend a lifelong.
Because I've even seen bad mothers still get respect. So like, to be a disrespectful child to your mother and your parents, like that's some weirdo shit. You know what I'm saying?
And it also says in the Word of God, Donnie, help me out. It says, honor thy mother and father, for thy days shall be long on the earth. So let's reverse engineer that. If you don't honor your mother and father, then your days will be shortened on the earth.
But see, y'all know I'm on both sides of the coin, dude. It also says parents don't provoke your kids now. Yeah. So y'all have to do this too at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't get it twisted.
Absolutely.
Like you can't it's yin and yang. That's the yin and yang of that situation. You have to do this to children, but parents, you also have to do this.
Now I'm gonna tell you like this. Our definition of things don't always line up with God's definition of things. Okay. Right? So case in point, in the Bible, it says the perfect will of God or be perfect or whatever. If you study that out in what's the thing is the concordance. Thank you, Donnie. If you study it out in the concordance and see it in its original text, right? Perfect means complete. It really transforms in our language as complete. So the complete will of God, or live completely. You know what I'm saying? Not perfectly, because you can't be perfect. You understand like that? So
no, we're not gonna do that. I can't let you finish right there because a pastor just came to my house today. This is a crazy situation. We passed by my house and my car wash sign. I used to do a car wash. It's out in the yard, so he stopped. Boom, asked me about my car wash. He wanted me to wash his car. Cool. But we started talking, and let me tell you something. That is the biggest lie that was ever told by a pastor. in my eyes. That you can't be perfect. Let me tell you something. Anything the God does is perfect. So now, there's 10 commandments that he wrote for you to follow. If you follow one, you ain't even got to worry about the other 8 because they automatically just fall into that one. So if you follow this one, on God, I got a parent that's passed away and gone. My mother. Man, let me tell y'all something, boy. Ain't nothing no one can tell me about this lady, man. This lady didn't curse, didn't smoke, didn't drink, didn't speed. She didn't wear pants. She wore prayer cloths everywhere she went. The lady was the real deal. And when God is in your life and he himself has ordained you, because many are called, but few are chosen.
Okay.
So when he chooses you himself, you ain't got to worry about nothing but being perfect. You ain't got to worry about nothing.
Okay, so check this out. I'm going to tell you like this. And I think it's semantics. I think me and him are saying the same thing. I really do. Because what he described was somebody who was whole, somebody who was complete in their life. To me, that's how it is. When you strive for perfection, I think you can live excellent. You can have an excellent nature and an excellent character, and you can strive for excellence. But perfection is too many judges, and who can judge that, and it can drive you crazy. But you can be whole, and you can be complete. And I believe
there's only one judge of perfection, and that's the God.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No. See, all that what he said, there's only one judge of perfection. And he said complete. Complete is a circle, right? A circle, right? And what is a circle, y'all? It is perfect.
Okay, so listen. If the thing about it is that when I'm able to talk to God and I hear it directly from God, but like I said, I think we're saying the same thing. I think it's semantics. The word complete, if you look at how it's broken down in the concordance, it actually means complete when they say perfect. You know what I'm saying? That's an actual fact. Now, how we define things, I'm not ever going to say, because to me, his mama was perfect. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm not the judge of perfection. I'm not. Who makes me the judge and jury? Now, you can be that on your own, but anybody can ask me that, and I'll say, oh, okay, all right, for my life, I can't judge it. But
he gave me something to judge this situation on, and that was the 10 Commandments. He gave me something to judge this thing off of. Okay. So I'm judging it from that standpoint alone.
Okay, so well, I'll go on for that because Jesus came to not do away with the law, but raise the bar. You feel what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of things that when the new commandment came in, it did away with, and Jesus did different things because man had interpreted it the wrong way, right? As a whole. Like, I'm not saying no man ever got it right. You feel what I'm saying like that? Because there was Enoch who got it right. And they said in the Bible, Jesus called him up because he was complete. He had got it all right. So, but as a totality, as a whole, and this is a discussion for, I'm sure, another time or whatever, right? And that's why I love conversing with my brother right here because iron sharpens iron. You feel what I'm saying like that? So I just want to say that as far as relationships go, there was a guy, right? He came into my establishment, right? And man, first of all, he was 48 years old, right? And his mom, I had talked her into co-signing for him, right? And he couldn't get done by himself. By the grace of God, he was able to even get done. They wanted to kick him off on the cosign. You feel what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And he talked to his mama so bad in front of me. Well, I was just like, hey man, hold on. Like, I don't think that we're going to be able to do anything for you. You feel what I'm saying? Like that. You know, I had to, at the end of the day, keep my composure and everything like that or whatever. Because, you know, me, I wanted to give them the business and be like, how dare you? But at the end of the day, God already said your days on the earth gonna be shortened if you keep it up like that.
Well, I got a situation like that, and I didn't have to keep my composure. I used to chill with this dude every day, man. Every day he used to come to my house, sit, kick the bobo. I'm saying, chilling. So one day I'm outside of my yard, and him and his mother outside, and I see him knock his mother down. Mm. And after he knocked his mother down, he tried to come in my yard. Now, I didn't beat him. Because, you know, like, the mother and the son love, that's a weird love, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. She the one to call the police on me and I went to jail. So I didn't do that, but I let him know, as I do with the cuss words and stuff, y'all know how I do, don't ever come to my house again. He was like, bro, what, nigga? Because whatever coming for you, I don't want that to deal with that because it's something coming. And I don't want to be associated with that. So, like, yeah, man, you got to respect your parents. You got to love on your parents. Why they're here, all that at the end of the funeral, oh, Jesus, and you ain't did nothing. And
that's the point. That's the point. Do you not know how much, if you have your mother here, right? You know what I'm saying? Man, do you know what Skid Rock would do to me if he ever heard something like, if he disrespect my mama knowing that his mama not here? And I'm a brother, you know what I'm saying, like this, you know what I'm saying, like this or whatever or what like this. But I understand that, you know, Kush, Caliber, I understand that. I understand, you know, like the empathy and the compassion and being able to live in your shoes, you know what I'm saying, and understand, you know what I'm saying, you know that you know every moment, every time that we have with our mothers and our fathers is a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Definitely our mothers, you know what I'm saying, like that is a blessing. You know what I'm saying, like that. So this right here was an empowerment edition from Dr. Strange Love. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It really wasn't strange. You know what I'm saying? Like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, I love it. Y'all chime in and let us know how you love it. But you know what I'm gonna ask you? I'm gonna ask you. What's better than episode 53?
Episode 54.
And what's better than episode 54? Episode 55. So tune in, because the South got something to say.
Thank y'all, love y'all.
A&G Media.